Good day, and welcome to the Lillyroddyshow, coming to you from the LRS studios here in Houston, Texas. Happy holidays to you all. I hope you're spending your time with your friends and your family. And let me tell you, we're having super weather here in Houston. Really, we had great weather for Christmas. And I want to make sure that I mention my yearly lecture that I do, Journey Through the Signs. I'm doing this on January the 7th from 7:30 until 9 p.m. That's on a Wednesday night. And I'm going to talk about what's going on for each sign for the year for 2015. The cost of the lecture is $30 and will be held here in Lily's little lecture hall. If you can't attend, I will have a CD available after the lecture. If you wish to get in touch with me, you can always reach me at Lillyroddyshow@AOL.com, Lillyroddyshow.com, and on Twitter or on Facebook. This week we have one long void moon day, and that's on Saturday. And the end of the week is fairly intense overall. So be careful out there as we're preparing for the new year. So let's have a look at what's going on each day for the next week, December 28th through January 3rd. Sunday, December the 28th, the moon starts with the moon void, of course, in Pisces, but she quickly enters pioneering Aries at 12:35 a.m. She will remain in Aries for the remainder of the day. The end of the day could be edgy and explosive. In the morning, the moon trines Saturn at 1:25 a.m. If you're awake, this is a good time to be working on a late-night project. In the afternoon, the moon squares the sun at 12:31 p.m. This afternoon is certainly an upbeat time to be out doing something. If not, you could be bored and you'll not find anything satisfying. This is a favorable time to start a new project. In the evening, the moon conjuncts Uranus at 10:19 p.m. Emotions are on edge this evening. We'll want to be our authentic self, not limited by any preconceptions. This is a supercharged energy for brainstorming, problem solving, and feeling a bit detached about the needs of others. Your choices must enhance your freedom this evening. And not much after that, the moon squares Pluto at 11:09 p.m. Of course, this is part of this continuing Uranus-Pluto square. We may feel that we are caught between the needs to be ourselves and the overall long-term need for financial and emotional security. Forcing the issue won't help at all. If you're honest with yourself, then your decisions can be made easily, even if the outcome is not always so pleasant with that moon square Pluto. On Monday, December the 29th, the moon spends the day traveling through adventuresome Aries. However, she will turn void, of course, in Aries at 6:46 p.m. She remains void, of course, until she enters Taurus the next day. Try to get your plans and agendas fulfilled before the evening time arrives. The moon sextiles Mars at 9:54 a.m. We're certainly feeling active, energetic, and confident this morning. This is a fine time to tackle any personal task. The energy of this transit proves to be perfect for working with any type of group or organization. The moon squares Mercury at 11:19 a.m. We feel friendlier and much chattier during this time of the day. This is an opportune time to connect with clients or text your friends. Try to stay on track, as it may be easy to lose your focus. The moon trines Jupiter at 2:37 p.m. We breeze into the afternoon. This is a good time for almost any type of activity. We are more open and people are more receptive. This is an enjoyable time for an open house or a holiday party. The moon squares Venus at 6:46 p.m. All of us feel the holiday spirit early, and you will want to be finished with all of your obligations by this time of the evening. This is a much better time for dinner or partying with your friends. Be careful not to overdo it. The moon is now void of course in Aries at 6:46 p.m. and will remain so void until she enters Taurus at 4:56 a.m. Tuesday morning. Tuesday, December the 30th. The moon starts the day void of course in courageous Aries until she enters stabilizing Taurus at 4:56 a.m. The moon sextiles Neptune at 2:29 p.m. We're experiencing a slower paced day. When these two planets make contact, we are more psychically attuned. This is a desirable time to be around like-minded people where we can express more of our authentic self. If you're working with clients, appeal more to their humanistic nature with this moon sextile Neptune. The moon trines the sun at 9:40 p.m. We feel very relaxed this evening. Many of us will already be in the New Year's Eve spirit. The energy of this transit favors working with clients or attending a holiday celebration. Choose the right one. Wednesday, December the 31st. Happy New Year's Eve. The moon resides in Taurus, the sign of the five senses, for the entire day. In the morning, the moon trines Pluto at 4:28 a.m. If you're awake early this morning, you're in a productive mood. You can get a lot done because there aren't as many people vying for your attention. In the evening, the moon squares Mars at 6:50 p.m. We are definitely ready to let go of 2014. Don't let yourself get roped into any late-night obligations, as you will not want to be there. You need time to be yourself. Our emotions are on our sleeves, and we will gladly share them with others, even if they don't ask. The moon squares Jupiter at 8:04 p.m. I'm so glad I enjoy my own jokes. The moon squares Jupiter at 8:04 p.m. This energy certainly helps enliven the party atmosphere for New Year's Eve. We're feeling very friendly and open with the people around us, especially this evening. Be careful, as this combination of planet provides the energy that can cause us to overdo it. Thursday, January the 1st. Happy New Year's Day and welcome to 2015. The moon begins the day in Taurus, becomes void of course at 6:19 a.m., and remains so throughout the morning hours. Probably not a bad thing if people are recovering from New Year's Eve. She does enter Mercurial Gemini at 11:09 a.m. and is no longer void of course. If you have to be responsible today, it's best to do things after the moon enters Gemini. Very early in the morning, the moon trines Mercury at 12:18 a.m. If you're awake, it's a great time to catch up on a late-night movie or to blog online. The moon trines Venus at 6:19 a.m. It's a wonderful morning to stay in bed. We're interested in our creature comforts this morning. Cake for breakfast sounds perfect. The moon is now void of course in Taurus at 6:19 a.m. until she enters Gemini at 11:09 a.m. After 11:09 a.m., we feel more energetic and ready to get things done. The moon opposes Saturn at 12:53 p.m. This aspect provides a helpful energy for evaluating long-term projects that help to solidify a better sense of future security. Because of this combination of planets, Sometimes realism morphs into pessimism. Be careful that you don't overthink things with this transit. Mars opposes Jupiter 1:49 p.m. The song "Don't Fence Me In" is the theme here with these two planets. People can feel very right and righteous about their point of view whenever these two planets connect. This can make us feel like we need a lot more space and freedom, especially in a personal sense. We may also feel that it's our way or the highway, and if we become too defensive about our beliefs and values, we may react very negatively. We can also open up our minds to the idea that by promoting justice to individuals, we all benefit from a higher mind point of view. This aspect, Mars opposing Jupiter, is in effect for the next couple of days. And just in time for Moon squares Neptune at 9:07 p.m. In the evening, we're ready to check out and let our worries go. Our bed will be the most appealing thing this evening. Friday, January the 2nd, the Moon spends the day transiting Gemini, the signs of the twins. Although there are not a lot of aspects today, Saturday will be especially edgy as we begin to feel some of the effects even right now. Keep your obligations to a minimum on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Moon sextiles Uranus at 10:29 a.m. In the morning, we're happy to be out and about, busy, and interacting with other people. It's a great time to have an early lunch with your friends or to share time with people who really stimulate you intellectually. There are no more aspects for the day, but the Moon is not void, of course. Stick to your agenda and avoid the drama whenever you can. Saturday, January the 3rd. The Moon begins the day moving through Gemini. She becomes void, of course, at 5:55 a.m. and remains so throughout all of the daylight hours. The Moon does enter sympathetic Cancer at 7:08 p.m. With the Moon void, of course, for the majority of the day, and since the energies in the sky are very tense Saturday and Sunday, people will want to express themselves and will balk at any kind of limitation. It may not take much to set people off today, no matter the situation they are in. These are the very same energies that have been exciting and increasing the number of protests about injustices that we have seen over the last few weeks. Choose your battles carefully today. Very early in the morning, the Sun squares Uranus at 2:40 a.m. The energy of this aspect has been in effect for the last couple of days and will continue to be in effect for the next couple of days as well. This could certainly keep us up early in the morning, as this really stimulates our cranial activity. On a positive note, this is the time to move beyond the artificial differences that we ascribe to people. The reality is that no one is free unless we're all free. Personally, this may make you want to do things that free your spirit and your soul. Make certain you are doing what you like to do, and you'll be happier than most. The Moon sextiles Jupiter at 3:13 a.m. If you're awake, you will feel optimistic about the possibilities of the day. The Moon trines Mars at 5:55 a.m. This is a productive time to be up early, working on projects, sweating it out at the gym, or just taking your dog for a walk. The Moon is now void, of course, in Gemini at 5:55 a.m. until 7:08 p.m. when the Moon enters Cancer. We can have a productive day if we keep our expectations simple and realistic, but we may not feel as focused as we would like to be. If you can, wait to start your more important projects after the moon enters Cancer at 7:08 p.m. And as though there wasn't enough activity in the sky, Venus, planet of love and money, enters Aquarius at 8:48 a.m. and she'll remain in that sign for the next 24 days. Venus in Aquarius indicates a time when we'll be more open to new ideas and points of view. Participating in groups and organizations is more beneficial for us at this time. And of course, back to our Uranus-Pluto square. The Sun conjuncts Pluto at 5:32 p.m. We may want to throw the baby out with the bathwater by this late afternoon. This is a time of personal transformation, where we free ourselves from our inner demons that limit the full expression of our ego. This combination of planets will be challenging anything that is too restrictive, too demanding, be it parental expectations, demanding spouse, or just fear of the unknown. This aspect provides an energy best used for attending a therapy session, cleaning out your psychological and emotional basement, or committing to live a higher personal expression. This aspect will be in effect for the next couple of days. The moon finally gets out of void, of course, and enters Cancer at 7:08 p.m. She is no longer void, of course, and in the evening we desire to be safe and in a nurturing place. Being with friends, family will be what we seek. There are no other aspects, but the moon is no longer void, of course. Well, thank you for joining me this week to look at the week of December 28th through January 3rd. Be safe and have a happy new year. This is the Lilly Show, coming to you from the LRS studios here in Houston, Texas, reminding you to keep those stars in your eyes. Bye-bye.